Well, ahead of this year's 2021 Longines Irish Champions Weekend, I'm delighted to be sat here with a legend of the Irish training ranks, and it is, of course, Kevin Prendergast. Kevin, how are you?
Very well, Fran, thank you.
End of the summer, it's been an interesting flat season, and all roads lead to Irish Champions Weekend. What do you think of Irish Champions Weekend as a concept?
I think it's a great event, and we usually get some good horses from England, and it's very, very competitive.
And of course, on that weekend is the Irish St. Ledger. Great memories for you. Oscar Schindler won it twice in successive years, in 1996 and 1997, under a long-term ally, yours, Stephen Crane.
Yeah, Stephen and I go back a long way, and he won 2 Ledgers, and I tried to keep him on him, but the owner was very fond of changing the jockeys. And I think he had 7 or 8 different jockeys in his career.
Yes, yeah, that's right. He was a wide margin winner the second time.
He won both Ledgers very easily, and he was a bit unlucky in the arc. He drew the outside and was nearly last into the straight. Cash Asmussen rode him, and he flew home to be third. But that was his good chance to win an arc, you know.
Did Cash get sacked after that?
Pardon?
Did Cash get sacked after that?
No, he rode him in Japan Cup afterwards. No, he was a universal jockey.
Kevin, looking back at the winners of the Migler Stud Stakes course, great Group 1 for 2-year-old fillies. I was just looking back at the results. 1980, you won your first one. You won 3 of them.
I think I won it with Millie Whiteway.
Millie Whiteway, yes.
For the Dials of Boughton class.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that was the first running of it, and she was a cheap filly. She was by a horse called the Great White Way. Nobody ever heard of.
Really? Yeah. Who rode it?
Who rode it? I think you're a bit hard on me there. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I can't just remember. But she was quite a good filly. We bought her for, I think, 2,400 in Newmarket.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And just on yourself, obviously I'm your booking agent for your golf games with my dad. You love keeping active. You go shooting in the times of the year. You play golf a lot. You just like keep moving.
Otherwise, this game would drive you mad.
Just need to get away from
That's the only sanity we have.
And how enjoyable is it to get away from it?
Sure, it's great. Like, I mean, whether you get a couple of hours away, and we'll be back this evening around stable time, and do what we always did, and there's no change. And I love the game, and other than that, I'd have given up it a long time ago.
And Kevin, on your dad, of course, Darky Prendergast, he was one of the legends of the game, and talking to a few people, he was a great innovator. He's almost ahead of his time.
Yeah, well, he had ideas before they came along, and he headed the list 3 times in England from here, and they all had to travel by boat and by floats all across England, and wherever they went by boat, and were picked up by horse box off the boats. Then they had to drive to the meetings, and it could be away a week. Now they can pick them up in the yard and they're back in the stable in the afternoon.
Yeah,
you know,
some achievement.
So it has improved an awful lot, but I often wonder, is it for the better? He made it work, and it was just like everything else. I don't think nowadays that either he or Vincent would even be bothered.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the most horses Vincent had was about 70, and the most horses my father was around the same.
Really?
Yeah. Now they're into 300 and 400.
Yeah.
I don't know how it can be done, but you want to be a young man to be able to get up in the morning and look at it.
Face into that, yes, yeah. And just getting back to the weekend, of course, back to the Irish Champions Weekend. I'm sure if you're not attending, you'll be watching on, and it's always just great to see all these good horses coming in from abroad and taking each other on here.
Oh, it's very, very good for Irish racing, and it promotes the industry here. And fair play to everybody that organised it. It's a great event, you know.
Kevin, great to catch up with you.